Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to candle review number 2 of the day. This is another round of Melanie is really late to the game on this one because I did not receive this package until basically everything had sold out in this latest Kringle Reserve drop. If you missed it a little bit earlier today, I uploaded my thoughts on the Kringle Reserve Red Delicious fragrance. I realized after I turned the camera off that I completely spaced on talking about the strength and throw. So I'm just gonna pop that into like a little annotation in that video. I'm gonna try and really make a point of talking about the strength and throw of this candle in this video here. So my apologies. I was talking quite a bit about the Reserve line and the issues that they are having in terms of, I don't think they have enough product available for what people want. So I think there is probably a couple reasons for that, but I know one of like the biggest reasons is they are having trouble getting this black glass. So I was talking about that a little bit in the Red Delicious video. If you missed that video, it'll be linked down below or up in the cards above. So feel free to check that out when you are finished with this review. As always, I will be linking this in the description box down below. Most of the Reserve candles are currently sold out, so they seem to sell out very quickly, which means that I don't think that they ever really have a chance to go on sale. I don't know if it is ever Kringle's intention to put these candles on sale at any point, but they seem to sell out so quickly that there's really no need to. So the only discount you're ever gonna really get on these is probably going to be the ambassador discount code. I always put the information for mine, which is this Melanie15 in the description box. So if you ever want to use that, you apply it when you go to checkout, just in the coupon code section that they have at checkout. It works with a lot of sale items as well, but not all of the sales. But typically the only discount that you're ever going to get on the Reserve candles are those ambassador codes. So when they do pop back into stock, make sure that you use one of those and at least save a couple bucks on these candles. The Reserve line is intended to be a more like luxury line, I guess, from Kringle, you could say. They use more premium fragrance oils in this particular line. Also, obviously, we have some different glass here. It's actually the same jar. It is just custom painted on the inside. And obviously, the labels have a very distinct look to them. I really like that Kringle has this Reserve line. I just wish that they were able to produce as many as people actually want to purchase. So let's go ahead and get into the description here. By the way, this, I think I already mentioned this, but just in case, as always, in full disclosure, this one was sent to me in PR because I'm an ambassador. I received 2 of the candles in PR this last go around, the Red Delicious and this Australian Kiwi. So big thanks to Kringle for providing these for a review. Australian Kiwi, sun-kissed citron and lychee fruit lead into a heart of kiwi pulp and watery melon notes. That's right, not watermelon, watery melon, which are fused with sweet hints of candied nectarine and apple peel. Your top notes here are lychee, citron, and apricot. Your mid notes are kiwi pulp, melon, and starfruit. And the base is citron, lychee again, and apricot. So we've got a couple notes here that are repeating themselves in the base and the top note, namely the citron and the lychee, or lychee, depending on how you pronounce it. I've always gone with lychee. I happen to be a big fan of both kiwis and lychees. In fact, the last time that I was at Costco, I purchased both. My daughter and I both love eating kiwis. We're actually a big fan of the golden kiwis these days. Have you had those? I feel like they're a little bit less acidic tasting than the regular green kiwis, but really delicious. And currently, my Costco does have lychees in stock, so if you've ever wanted to try them, you can find them there. I love lychee. Definitely one of my favorite, like, tropical flavors, if you will. It has a very distinct, very intensely sweet, tropical fruitiness. Like, that's like the only way that I can really describe lychee, because I cannot think of another fruit, at least another fruit that I've tried personally, that has a similar taste. Maybe, actually rambutan, which is like another kind of exotic tropical fruit, right? But rambutans have like a similar flavor to lychees as well. So if you've ever had those, then you roughly know what a lychee tastes like. It's just a really delicious, sweet, intense flavor. And I definitely pick it up in here. I do pick up quite a bit of like a citrus note. I think to me it's coming across definitely as like a lemon peel, like a candied lemon peel. It's not like a fresh lemon juice or anything like that. It's definitely sweetened, but it has that slightly more like acidic lemon and slightly acidic bitter lemon, I guess, that you would get from the rind of the lemon. In terms of kiwi, I do pick up kiwi in here, and it is that classic green kiwi note. It's really pleasant. I don't think it's overly, again, acidic smelling. It's just kind of pure, and it's delicious. I think everything that's going on in here smells quite authentic. Nothing smells overly candied to me. I am definitely someone who enjoys a candied fruit scent, but I also like the more pure fruit scents as well. And I feel like this lends a little bit more like smelling like the real thing versus like a candied version of the real thing, if that makes sense. I do definitely pick up some melon notes in here. Maybe like a touch of a cantaloupe watermelon mixture. I think it's kind of a mix between that. It's quite juicy and, again, sweet, delicious, authentic. I also get, I think, a touch of that starfruit. Starfruit is kind of a strange one because it smells a little bit bland to me. When I have had it in like fruit salads and stuff, like I don't think it smells like super fragrant, if you will. It almost smells a touch powdery to me, which I'm picking up a little bit of powderiness in this scent, and I'm going to be so curious to see if any of you who managed to get your hands on this, what your thoughts are. But there's a little bit of like a powdered component to this that is so interesting to my nose. It doesn't turn me off from the scent. I think I would like the scent even more if it wasn't there, but I don't dislike it because of that powdery note. It's not like baby powder. It's very interesting. I really do think it's coming from that starfruit, because starfruit to me smells a little bit bland and, like I said, like just in a weird way kind of powdery. So let me know if you pick that up at all. Overall, I think this is a really nicely balanced scent. I like that they use the kiwi as the image, because you definitely smell kiwi in here. Like, if you were to stick this in someone's nose and not tell them the name of it, I think they would immediately pick up on that kiwi. I also think that those that are familiar with lychee would go down the lychee route next after that kiwi note. But it's a lovely scent. I'm really enjoying it. It was the one that I actually wanted to purchase. So I'm glad that they sent it in PR. In terms of the strength and throw, I will say it's a solid performer. I am about, again, a third of the way through. I'm getting a strength of about a 7. Nothing higher than a 7. Like, it's nice and solid. It does do better in my candle hurricanes. I typically put these into my Chester hurricanes. They do just fine in there. There's lots of air circulating around. I do think that it helps to intensify the throw a little bit. So the throw of this, I'm actually going to put at around a 7.5. It travels quite a bit around the downstairs of the house. I think that might be partially because I do have both this and the Red Delicious in my hurricanes most of the time, and that does help to amp that up a little bit. But I don't think that I have to have this in a hurricane. If you want a little bit more from it, definitely do that. I will try to remember, I always forget to do this. I will try to remember a great neutral $25 hurricane option from Target in the description box down below. You should be able to find this in most of your Target stores, so you can do like a buy online, pick up in store type situation if you don't want to go hunting through your Target. But yeah, that's a really great option. Also, oh my gosh, just check out your local like Home Goods. They have tons of hurricanes. Marshalls, TJ Maxx, they always get a lot of like glassware in. And sometimes it might not even be intended as a, maybe it's like a trifle bowl or something. Like you can totally use something like that as a candle hurricane, depending on the dimensions and, you know, like if your candle fits inside of it and whatnot. But yeah, I really do think hurricanes are a great way to go if you have candles that are struggling a little bit. I don't think either one of these are struggling, but I do think it helps to amp up the strength and the throw. I will say one thing that I think I would like to see out of these reserve candles is a little bit more in terms of strength and throw just on their own, only because we are paying more for these, right? Like these are a couple bucks more than just the regular soy candles. They do use the premium oils, which are going to be more expensive, and we do have the, you know, difference in the glass here. So we're paying a little bit more for that. But I think what I would like to see is a strength and a throw of more of like an 8, like a solid 7.5, 8, especially for the price point. And especially since the maximum discount that we can get here is usually going to be around 15% with one of the ambassador codes. That being said, it's a great line. I think it's doing quite well for Kringle, and I can't wait to see what other reserve fragrances they have coming our way. It seems to be something that they are really committed to continuing. So yeah, let me know what reserve fragrances you would like to see done in the future. Leave those down below. Personally, for me, I would like to see either like an entire like cookie release, you know, like chocolate chip, like a oatmeal rum raisin, a snickerdoodle, you know, like a whole like cookie line. That might be fun during the holidays, or even like a whole pie collection. Oh, pie fragrances would be amazing. Obviously, I tend to lean towards the gourmand, but let me know what your sort of dream reserve candle collection would be in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.